Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Mini of Your Time. This is a podcast with no schedule, no format. It should not be even called a podcast, but I continue to do it because it keeps me interacting with others in this space. Today, I am joined by two special guests, two ladies that came across my feed, and I saw them singing to A Fire Burns, and I was like, hell yeah, following back. And then I checked out their other content, and their other content, really great content, guys. So today, I am joined by TagTeamTwinning. Hello.
Hi, guys.
I'm Cydney.
I'm Jordan.
We are Tag Team Twinning. We literally just started and love that people are reaching out and having us be on their podcast, whatever it is, just to talk about, the shared love for pro wrestling. So thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I like meeting other people in this space, especially other women, which don't worry, there's going to be a question about that because that's something that needs to be spoken about everywhere. But I do want to give you this sort of time. I know you said you're Cydney, you're Jordan, but if you can give us like something that we know, because you guys are identical, who's who. So if you give me something that differentiates one another.
Oof, that's hard. What differentiates us? We literally
personality more so. If you knew us in person, like Cydney is, I think I'm more, I don't want to say abrasive, a little bit more aggressive. That's a personality trait that's a little bit different. Straight to the point, tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Cydney's a little bit more.
I'm softer. So I'm the more approachable twin. Like people will comment on our videos and be like, what's wrong with Jordan's face?
Yeah, all the time. Like, why does she look mad? I'm like, I'm not mad. That's just like me sitting there.
Yeah. So definitely that. And I'm actually married. So if I'm not wearing my rings right now, but that's the easiest way. Like people will be like, oh, the married twin. Yeah. She has her rings on. So that too. But
the glasses.
The glasses. We usually like the same.
Oh, okay. So. I didn't even catch that. Okay. So only one of you wears glasses.
Yep. I don't wear them. Like you won't see me at like an event with them on.
That's not true.
You'll see me with them on at an event, but only when the show's on. Not like if I'm taking a picture because I don't like the way they look that much.
Yes. And I usually never have glasses on.
No.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, I consider myself like aggressive as well and like abrasive, which is so funny because I'm sure you guys know who Wheezy is, but we're friends and she's the more approachable one. And even though like I'm friendly and all that, but like I have like a resting BF, and people just think that I'm just like super aggressive, which I am. I mean, I am kind of, but anyways, a lot of you guys deserve it because you guys are always on my.
You have to be in this space.
Yeah.
People be making the wild comments.
You need a balance. You definitely need a balance. That's for sure.
No, for sure. So what made you want to start content creation? What was the inspiration behind that?
That's a really good question. Do you want me
it started at the Royal Rumble, right?
No, I mean, to be honest, it kind of goes back further than that. I got back into WWE more specifically, and I kind of watched some AEW, but I got back into it right after I got married in 2023. Jordan and I were like avid fans when we were kids and into like high school. But I got TikTok for my wedding, and I was like, this is so funny because like all this WWE stuff was popping up because I was liking all the nostalgic stuff, and then like you guys would pop up on my feed, and I'd be like, oh, like Wheezy and you and some other ones too, Santi. So, and I was like, oh, this is like
okay. You can forget about the boys. It's fine.
Yeah, forget about the boys. But if I'm being honest, then I saw Alan, and Alan, who has the guy, everyone signs his shirts at the events. I actually met him at the Rumble. We did. Sorry, not I.
She loves to say I.
But it got my mind going. I would see people go live, and I'm like, this is so fun. And we don't have friends who really like enjoy it the way we do. So we were like, let's just like start a profile, and we'll turn my personal account into
we turned her personal account into Tag Team Twinning. So we took that one over, and that was in February.
Yeah, of this year.
Yep,
of this year. Okay.
Yes. So we just started. Yeah, and she got me back into WWE last summer. She took me to SummerSlam. So I wasn't watching it at all, and I was like, not making fun of you, but I was like, why is she getting back into this? And then I started rewatching all the old documentaries and things like that, and then I was like, wait, this is great. I love this.
Yeah,
like I need to. And then I started kind of getting up to speed on the storylines.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
So the content thing came just because everyone has been inspiring to do it. And it's been so much fun. So I'm so glad we hopped into the world.
What was your first video within the wrestling space?
Good question. What did we even post? Oh, I know. It was the pictures, the reels, not the reel. What do they call it? Carousel of our pictures of us at events. Yeah. And it was like that nostalgic
sound. Trending sound.
Yes, trending sound. And that one got like a lot of traction for just being a first post. It was not a lot. It was like 10,000 views. I was like, oh, we could definitely make something of this. So then we started talking about our opinions and stuff. And it's just been great from there.
Yeah.
I love how that happens. There's a lot of people that I talk to, and wrestling content creation just fell into their lap. They posted one thing about wrestling, and then that video just grew their channel, and now they're trying to become either full-time content creators or make it a hobby. But I really enjoy seeing other people do it because I am not that active on TikTok. When I first started, TikTok was my number one platform.
Yeah.
And then I got banned, and then I was salty, and I was I gotta regrow this. I was like, now I gotta regrow this. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go on Instagram, and that's worked out for me. So when it comes to TikTok creators, I know there's a lot of newer ones, but I don't know who they are because I'm not active.
Right.
You guys go viral. So I saw the Fireburns, and then I saw another one. I think it was like the Who's Your Wrestler that was in
The Royal
here?
Rumble one.
Oh,
that
that
has-
one was crazy.
Yes.
Jordan literally posted it. She came over on like a Friday night, and I'm sitting here watching SmackDown. I think you were like going on a date.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jordan, post a video. Like, it's always me posting. And so she posts this video. I'm like, this isn't even going to do well. It has 3 million views. I was like, and like
I saw
20,000
yeah.
comments. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
But
it's great. Yeah, it's honestly really, and it's hard to keep up with the comments. Like at first, I was like, I'm gonna like and respond to everybody's, and then I'm like, ooh, never mind. There's 20,000 in here.
way
Yeah,
too much.
Yeah.
So which is a perfect way of transitioning into, if you can give me some flaws in the system that you see as a clear difference on how women get treated in this content creation space compared to the men.
Well, we get told all the time that we don't know what we're talking about just because we're females.
That for sure. And then people, not to like toot horns, but like I feel like the people that do this wrestling content creation, like the females, like it's appealing because like it's male dominated, so they look at you like, oh, you're just like kind of like eye candy. But it's like, no, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And
The people who actually like interacting with us and coming in our lives are like, wow, you guys are actually really knowledgeable about it. But there are haters who come in all the time and are like,
I feel like it's the silent minority of the male space, because I feel like a lot of people are really supportive. Like when you go and sorry, that's my dog. When you go into these events, people are so nice, but then you go online and you're like, why are people telling me my opinion's stupid, or I don't know anything, or go watch X, Y, and Z. Like you need to re-educate. It's like we can't all just get along.
it's usually someone with no profile picture and like,
Always.
account with no followers too.
Yeah, it's usually somebody's alt because they will never do it in their actual profile because they know that they would get absolutely roasted by the people that actually do follow them. But also, do you see a lot of, when it comes to us and we want to talk about professional wrestling, we also get opinions on our looks, the way we talk. If we're just there creating content, talking about maybe some nostalgia, they just want to say, how do you know this? You're just doing this for attention. What do you guys experience the same thing?
Yeah.
We've experienced the people who will make comments that the only reason you're growing so quickly, and I wouldn't even like, we're not, like you said, we're just people. We're not big. We have, we just happen to get a following pretty quickly. We have people who are like, if you were males, like it would be so much harder. It's like, no, how about let's not say that and let's just put the work in and see what sticks and like be yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe look at yourself in the mirror, and that's the reason why it's not successful for you, instead of coming at other people. But that's happened for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We have had a lot of other creators, though, the male creators who are super supportive.
Yeah.
So
No, for sure. Yeah. I think we're really lucky in this space right now because we are in a position where the top male creators do have our back, and they even have like, I mean, some people I don't really like in this space, and I'm like, why are you doing that? But they really have our back. So I think we're really lucky because just a couple years ago, before like TikTok became a big thing, a lot of the women, especially in the media space, they had to like fight for those opportunities. And you were just surrounded by all men. And now if you do go to media spaces, there's women, and there's like more than 5 women in that room. So I think we're very lucky right now. If not, I think it would be a lot worse than what we're complaining about.
And we don't have that knowledge to go off of. So it's nice to hear that coming from you, because you've been in it obviously longer than we have. So to know that it's like better than what it was, and like the women are getting their, flowers, so to speak, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been in this space, content creation space, for like 3 years, but I've been streaming for 5, and I've been a wrestling fan for like 25 plus years.
Yeah. It's a full-time job, literally being a fan.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling. Yeah. This one is if you guys could give me your thoughts on Twitter and X, and do you hate that it's needed for channel growth, for networking, and for immediate wrestling updates and news?
We just got
X. We were scared.
We
were like,
X reminds me of high school and in college when they made those mean pages about like random shit, and you would see your name on there. Like X is like mean.
Yeah,
to me.
It's very much more toxic. I think it's the most toxic one.
Out of that. I don't love that. That's where all the news comes from. But like you kind of have to have it, because like the second something happens, you kind of want to be one of the first to like post a video on it, or like try to get ahead of everybody else in that regard. But like if I didn't have to have it, I wouldn't.
Honestly, I think we'll be pretty silent on there.
No, but everyone's saying we should post.
Really?
I don't know. It's the best way to network, especially with people in the industry, unfortunately, which is why we're all super active. Especially, unfortunately, like if you got the little check mark too, that's the easiest way for for people to see your notification because they boost those. So I've networked on there without even trying to network. People have messaged, followed, reached out in the industry without
That's
even
amazing.
trying, you know? Yeah. So yeah, it's
You
unfortunate.
recommend
because
it posting?
I do. Unfortunately, I do, but I know your mental health might go through it. But as long as you can like understand, these are like people that don't know you. So whatever they say doesn't matter because they don't know you. They don't know your number. They don't know your full name. They don't know anything about you. You know, like you're married. They don't know your husband. They don't know anything about you. So if they have their opinions, they're creating it. You know, it has nothing to do with you. So that's how I take it. And then with the news stuff, I'm just glad that my content isn't based on like news or media, because if not, I would have lived on X. Because unfortunately, just like you said, if you're making content off of it, you're gonna have to be like, I kind of want to be the first one to, you know, like to make content off of it. I started off like that, and it just wasn't good for my mental health. But I like what I'm doing now.
Do you post your video? I mean, I literally just got it for us.
We got it like this week.
But I saw that people were taking TikTok videos and posting them on X, and I don't care. People can take the content. Great.
Didn't one blow up kind of?
Yeah, one kind of blew up. It was about just an opinion about who should win the IC title at Mania, but I didn't read the comments because I was like, I feel like people are gonna be mean. But do you recommend posting like videos that you make on X as well, or just like your thoughts?
Videos, whatever you post on any other platform, post it on X. Everything has traction there. The algorithm is, I mean, I want to say the algorithm is better than TikTok right now. I don't think the TikTok algorithm is that good anymore. I think it's sort of because I'm not that active. I just kind of like post and then just like don't even scroll on there. So I don't even know how that is. But TikTok's or Twitter's algorithm is actually pretty decent, especially if you have an opinion, because everybody will have an opinion on your opinion, and that's how I've pretty much grown my platforms, not by having opinions, but yeah, like if I get roasted on X, because I have like 3 times I've gotten roasted, but I still gain all these followers from it.
Great.
You know?
So I mean, it's still engagement. Also, we've noticed that Instagram grew pretty fast.
Instagram I feel like has a good reach too.
We weren't posting there at all, and then we were like, wait, why don't we just take our TikTok videos and put them on Instagram?
And we just started doing that around Mania. So I feel like the reach that your followers see your Instagrams better than your TikTok followers see your TikToks. Like, I don't understand this, but okay. So good to know.
Instagram is pushing reels right now, but also there's not that many wrestling creators. Well, now there is, like, there's a lot of them hot, like jumping board to Instagram. But when I think like the core, like Santi, me, and Wheezy transitioned from TikTok to Instagram because it was like going to get banned, that's when like our content was blowing up even more. So that's why our platforms are huge there. But the algorithm still favors us. It really does. So I think you should keep posting on Instagram. Unfortunately, I mean, got to post on X, but just don't let the comments bother you.
X is like, it's changed so much since high school. I'm like trying to navigate it. I'm like, it was confusing.
Well, I added somebody or at whatever you call it, and then I couldn't find it in my posts. And I was like, wait, I have to go to my mention. I was like, how do you?
It's weird.
Confusing.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. I feel like an old lady.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it.
Okay, so this is going to be the last question before we move into the game. It's a controversial question, but just for me, okay? Is Drew McIntyre in your catalog of the most level-headed, correct individuals on the roster? And is he just misunderstood and trying to make us see the truth about your favorite wrestlers?
Yes.
We're huge Drew girls.
we love Drew. I love him. I don't care if he's whiny. I love it.
It's part of the character.
It's part of his character, but I think it is like, he is, what's the word? Valid in all of his, everything he says.
Yeah.
I'm like, Drew McIntyre, you're probably speaking for the silent majority.
Yeah.
So
honestly, when we were at Mania going through the Superstore, we were like, where's the Drew merch?
Yep.
Not one item. Not one. No.
Well, maybe we were just overwhelmed.
Okay, but there's no Drew merch on WWE Shop. I never see
nothing
anything
good. Like, you see all like the Culture Kings and all the cool stuff on like TikTok Shop.
I know.
There's nothing for Drew. I'm like, no, we justice for Drew. I need him to be a world champ.
Yeah,
in the next like 6 months. So,
I agree. Yeah, because they WWE collaborates with like other like Culture Kings, Chalk Line. My 500 level sweater was a WWE collab of Drew. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just his face, and I'm like, hell yeah,
I gotta go look at that.
No, but I agree. And if you're at the Superstore, you're talking about one of your great, like one of the biggest wrestlers, you should be able to find that easily. It shouldn't be
how about how long his line was for Fnatic? We were probably not going to do that again, but we paid to meet him at Rumble because we were like, we want a picture with him. I didn't think that line was going to be like that.
Yeah.
And so like, just shows like people love him. Like, kids had signs that they wanted him to sign. Like
He's
people
great.
love him. So he's great.
All
He can
right,
do
well,
it.
I'm happy to hear that because I've had some disrespectful guests on here. Okay, talking about
No.
Drew, and I'm like, Drew is off limits. Talk about anybody else. Do not talk about Drew.
Good.
Okay, so we will be transitioning here into the fun part of the podcast. Basically, is this a soap opera or a WWE storyline? So I will go ahead and give you like a 1-sentence description of either a storyline, a character. You will get 1 point if you can guess correctly if it's a soap opera or a WWE storyline. You get 1 point for that, and then you get 3 points if you can tell exactly what it is. If whatever WWE storyline, whatever match it was, you get 3 points for that.
Is this like in like the present day, or is it like going into the past too?
So I will give you a hint. I want to say one of them is like super like in the past.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
fine.
Yeah, like one of them is super in the past. But yeah, it should be fun. And I worded them in a way where you might think it's a WWE storyline, but really soap opera and WWE just core line because there is basically an athletic soap opera. So alrighty. So are we ready? Do we have any questions?
Should we answer separately?
Oh, yes. You guys are competing against each other, by the way.
Oh
boy. Okay. All right.
Yes. And you guys can have the same answer. You guys can have
perfect.
if you do know, you can guess. If you think it's like this storyline, just guess because you're not going to lose points off guessing. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the first one is, despite many sacrifices made for her to have what she has, a woman's greed proves more than bargained for.
What do you think?
I'm going to say, okay, one more time. Repeat it.
Despite many sacrifices made for her to have what she has, a woman's greed proves more than bargained for.
Do you think?
I'm going to say a storyline.
Okay. I wasn't going to say that, but now I feel like I'm
no,
going to
you
change my
copied
answer.
me.
No, I'm not copying you. I'm going to say it's a storyline too.
All right. It's a soap opera and it's called Teresa. So so they're going to be tricky because I'm going to make it sound like a storyline. All right. So next one is, 3 brothers unite with the same common goal, but are sidelined by unexpected distractions.
Are they really brothers? Okay.
WWE storyline.
I'm going to say soap opera.
It's a soap opera, yeah.
What?
This is a Spanish one too.
I don't know. I was thinking
if it was hypothetical, is it The Shield?
Yeah.
Or I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking.
That's why I was like, are they real brothers?
No, I was thinking about Jimmy, Jay, and Solo. I don't know. I was just thinking like Bloodline for some reason.
Okay. Well,
even though they're not brothers, but
it's okay.
No, but that's why I answered your question because I was like, that's a good question. Is it hypothetical? I don't want to say I can't answer that and then I'm going to give you guys a chance. Alrighty. So the next one is, a woman does great at everything, but there's another woman who always does things better, creating much animosity between the two.
Oh, that's definitely a storyline. WWE storyline.
Storyline?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any guesses?
I'm saying Jade and Naomi.
Oh.
No?
Okay, go ahead. That's yours.
That's mine.
I think.
Who are you saying?
Oh, it's hard because I feel like it could go Bailey. Like, what was it called? The what are the 4 of them called? Like the 4 horsemen or something when they came up. Yeah, when they came up from NXT, I feel like Bailey, like a Bailey and Becky thing, or like a Bailey and Charlotte. Like I don't know.
That's the first thing that came to my mind, but I could totally be wrong. So
okay, that's what I'm going with. I'm saying Bailey is the.
Okay, so I put Io and Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, but because you guys are actually like those are still good answers and it still fits with it, I'll give you the 3 points.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Cydney, you got 3 points. Jordan, you got 4 points right now.
Lit. Here we go.
So the next one is, 2 men continuously get in each other's way, eventually boiling over into other countries and even one of the men's front yard.
That's a storyline.
Yeah, I feel like it's a storyline too. Which one?
Is that your guess? Storyline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we wrong?
No. You're right.
Okay.
So if you can guess.
Okay.
In their front yard? Is it the front yard you said?
Yeah. So I also said 2 men continuously get into each other's way and eventually boiling over into other countries.
So it's a storyline, right?
Yes. Story.
Okay.
I feel like this could be so many different.
And then I did say front yard, but yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple.
Front yard.
Punk and Rollins, but
it's 2 men though.
Or no, I'm sorry, Roman and
actually say
Roman
your
and
answer,
Rollins. I was gonna say Roman and Rollins, but then the front yard thing totally threw me off.
Does it have to do with it?
I can answer that.
Just guess.
The only thing I'm thinking of front yard was
just guess.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm literally thinking of this is probably totally wrong, but I'm thinking of when LA Knight and AJ Styles literally brawled in his freaking front yard. But
You're
it's probably not
right. No, you're right, because AJ Styles flew to Backlash,
Yeah.
right? It was Paris Backlash and beat up LA Knight. He costed him.
I think so, yeah.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right.
Am
That's
I?
what it was. Yes.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that before me?
Yeah, that was before you.
Before I started getting back
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
yep. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Good job. All right, so you still get 1 point, and then Cydney gets 3 points. So the next one here is, after being unemployed for a period, a woman finds a new home under a company full of people who envy her.
Well, I'm going to say storyline. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
Yes, Jordan.
But like I said, I made it tricky. So like, I mean, I don't know who could fit that, but I feel like maybe, you know.
Somebody could.
I'm thinking of like Mercedes Moné, but that's also not WWE.
But she's but she's an AEW. But that would have been a good guess. I was thinking of Ronda, but not really. I don't know if they were envying.
Envious, yeah.
What's the soap opera?
It's called Rafaela. yeah. They're like, they're all like random ass. Yeah.
That's
all right. So 1 point for Jordan. We got 2 more. Okay.
Yay, okay.
A hunking man tells off a trickster for his antics, only to be met with aggression and mind games.
This is so hard.
Storyline.
This is so hard.
I said storyline, so you
Should
go.
I say soap opera because I haven't? I'm gonna say soap opera.
It is a storyline.
Fuck.
I don't know if you want to guess.
Well, the one person I was thinking of was Karrion Kross and AJ Styles. I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking
games?
of. Yeah, but that's why. But like then the second part of it came, and I was like, wait, I don't know if this makes sense.
Well, mind games, it could go like I don't know, like an Uncle Howdy, but I don't know if that would really.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
Who is it? That was my
This
guess.
is old. This is the old one. So Doink the Clown versus Crush. This is
Oh
old.
my God,
This is so
Doink the
fucking.
Clown.
This is so old. Yeah.
Somebody commented on my video that I literally just posted.
Really?
Yes. Long story short, but
That's funny.
they said Doink the Clown. I know who that is, but
That's hysterical.
I don't know who the other one is.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So it's a storyline. And then this is the last one. So a man who raises a bunch of kids realizes that they are no longer worthy of his hard work and affection. He leaves them with nothing while they grow up to find answers for his actions and abandonment.
I'm saying soap opera.
Storyline.
I'll read it again. A man who raises a bunch of kids realizes that they are no longer worthy of his hard work and affection. He leaves them with nothing while they grow up to find answers for his
Oh my
actions.
God, storyline. John Cena.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even let you. Yeah. That's why I was like, I gotta read this one again.
Yeah. Then
I wasn't gonna say that. I was thinking for a second Paul Heyman, but then I thought of abandonment, and I was like, that has
That's
nothing to do
hysterical.
with that.
Oh my God, that
Good
was a
job.
good one.
That was a good one.
That was funny.
That was a good one. I assisted, but I also knew I was like, they know this one. I just gotta read it.
Yeah. Then I had to re-listen. I'm like, oh, this is like how he was bitching at us for.
He has been.
Yeah, basically saying that I raised you
Out on
and
us.
like, and all this stuff, and then he broke up with us, and then all this other stuff. But yeah. So Jordan, you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Cydney, you got 6. That's really
Jordan,
good, actually.
I guess.
Shocker.
Wow. I
Good
know,
job.
especially since I'm like kind of a newbie back.
No, you're not. Give yourself credit. Good job. That was fun.
That was really good because you know Con Man.
Yes.
I had
Did
Con
you do
Man
that?
and Santi do it. But it
Bad.
was funny. But I mean, you're going against Santi, and Santi's a damn nerd. But yeah,
I need to watch that. Is that on your YouTube?
Yeah, it is.
I gotta
Yeah,
go
it
watch
is.
that.
That's
Poor
hysterical.
Con Man. He was all red the entire time. I was like, don't worry about it. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
a
it's
game.
not serious. I mean, people might do, but.
I mean, people find everything serious, and they're like, "Oh my God, how do they not know this?" I was like,
And they're like, oh, they don't know anything about wrestling. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
And they're like the biggest creators in the space.
I love it. That was fun.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, I appreciate you ladies joining me. Please tell us if you have anything going on, your socials, all of that.
We are so now we're on pretty much everything. Tag Team Twinning on TikTok, X, Instagram. We have a Gmail account now for it, so if you're inquiring there. Going to be at I don't know if you know, but they're doing that Evolution PLE. I think I'm almost positive they're doing Evolution.
Okay,